are, even if it's 4 floors up and in pyramid, just proving that you can grow your 5 a day wherever you are.
This year, the large show gardens are awash with water features. It seems no modern garden is complete without one, and it's a myth you need a huge garden space. I'm joined by Linda Smith from Waterside Nursery. She's going to show us how to make an aqua display to adorn even the smallest of areas. Good afternoon, Linda.
Hello.
So walking around Chelsea, you see these very impressive water features, but you think not only do they look amazing, but they're going to cost a fortune.
Yeah, they can.
How can we bring a little bit of that back into our own home?
I think we need to make them smaller, make them more in size with our gardens. Something like the portable feature of the small container pond would be more in keeping with most people's size of garden.
So do you need fresh running water, or do you need electricity to do something like this?
No, you could fill it from a water butt, and electricity isn't essential unless you want the little dribbling sound of water, but you can get that from a solar fountain. You would just fill it with water and add some plants.
So I can see these containers here, different size, different colours. Looks like a little bit of recycling going on down there.
Absolutely,
so
why
any
not?
container will work?
Absolutely.
So what are the keys then if you want to make your own little aqua garden?
Well, you need to get your container ready to work,
Yes.
and then think about the depth of water. The plants are quite different in what they like. Some will come from the bottom, but most won't. So a little bit of staging, a little bit of engineering,
We like
little
that.
shelf going in.
Yep.
That will help us just bring the pots up to the right level. A couple of inches of water above the basket.
So, and also it'll stop them from falling over.
Yes, it will. If you can lock them into the grid, it'll stop them waving in the wind.
Now I can see you've got some plants already lined up for us. What are we using today?
Well, that's a Caltha palustris, marsh marigold. Flowers lovely in April, May time. So nice bright start to the season.
Yeah.
And then perhaps a foliage plant to give us interest later. That's Houtunia cordata chameleon.
And are these quite low maintenance once they go in?
Oh yes, you may find that they'll grow. They have a habit of growing. They've got no shortage of water. So if they do need a little bit of maintenance, you can just remove some of the stems that'll grow outside the pot, and that'll keep them under control.
So because we haven't got fresh running water going through, how do we stop it from actually smelling and stagnating?
Ah, well, that's this last plant.
Yeah.
This is called an oxygenating plant. And submerge it halfway down, and that stem work will be releasing oxygen into the water, and that keeps the water fresh.
And if you didn't want to actually see it, is there anything else, any tricks you can have so that you can keep it nice and fresh?
Well, some of the oxygenating plants will actually live underneath the water, and you'll never see them again once you've put them in. I've got one in this container.
Which one's this? And you can get this from any nursery?
Yes, oxygenating plant. We like the native ones. We tend to steer away from the more vigorous non-natives. So we like the native oxygenator. Drop a bunch in, it'll go underneath the water. You won't need to look at it, but it'll be working for you.
And some of these can work in light and some of these can work in shade?
Major sunshine for things like water lilies, iris, but shady plants are also useful because they give you nice structures. So you can then have more foliage interest and structured plants. That'll go in shade.
Certainly impressive. Linda, thank you very much indeed.
Great,
Thank you.
Thank you.